But he's been in these rough spots with these jacks. I feel like someone has woken up with something every time.
Yeah, I mean, Mark with a hand I think he's going to continue with, but a hand that's going to be in pretty poor shape against jacks. A lot of the types of boards that he's going to want are going to contain a jack.
Except for this one.
Ugh,
Oh, I was right.
that's a board.
I was right.
Don't put the jack of clubs on the turn.
We do see 2 6s folded, so only 4 outs for Mark, although you feel like you have way more when you see this flop.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Eric actually go for a check here.
Eric has been pot controlling a lot.
And it looks like a small bet from Mark. Yeah, just 100. I mean, you definitely can be beat, but your opponent can also be value betting a lot of worse hands, like King 10, Ace 10, Queen 10, even Jack 10.
Yeah, and what's funny about this
Oh,
check...
it goes for a check raise.
Yeah,
Wow.
what I was going to say is what's funny about this check raise is when you get called, there's like no turns that you're going to like with the jacks here.
No.
And as everyone knows, we all hate jacks.
We'll see if Mark chooses to rep if a spade comes out. That's
Wow.
a really weird card. That's a great card for Eric as it's less combinations of sets that he's going to be up against. Now there's only one combo of pocket fours that he can possibly be against, but it also gives Mark a flush draw.
Yeah, I wonder what sizing Eric goes for. Stack to pot ratio, I almost like an overbet the most.
It is worth noting that Mark can no longer hit a jack, or Eric will boat up now that the board is paired. So
But
he
does
did
get
lose
more
some
outs.
of his straight outs, but he did gain more hard outs.
Yeah, and this sizing is definitely going to be a continuation for Mark, possibly even a raise.
We stack him one more time.
Looks like he's probably just going for a call, I believe.
I like a just call.
Yeah, you really, on the turn, you don't need to bloat the pot, because money's going to be going in on the river, kind of regardless whether if you hit your card.
Ooh.
Just gets an 8.
Yeah.
8 of spades, though. He could use this as a bluff card. I
Yeah,
expect to see Eric check here.
I think we are going to see a check and then a bluff, but I don't know if Eric, really depends on the sizing. Wow, Eric's going to lead. And the problem here is that if you lead, whoa, this sizing is
Yeah, interesting.
surprising. If you get shoved on here,
Yeah, you can see Mark trying to figure it out. Probably doesn't think his 8 is good, but trying to figure out how strong Eric actually is.
yeah, I mean, as we can see, an all-in would probably work, but
Really tough spot to go for an all-in overbet shove.
yeah, especially once you've kind of shown that you don't really want to call, although I've definitely seen people make this face and then shove with the nuts.
Have you watched Slow Poker's vlog at all? I think I
Just-
showed you like
just
one of his
video,
episodes,
yeah.
but he did a whole section on acting with aces, about how people will like look so sad and then instantly 4-bet to 350.
Yeah.
It's just aces every time.
Yeah,
Pretty funny.
this specifically does seem less
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's, yeah, at this point, I think he's probably thinking of either calling or folding. I don't think he's going to shove at this point, especially with the way his body language has been. Does let it go. Makes a good fold.
Yeah, good fold.